Hey guys, it's Shadsoft11 here, and here is my brand new commentary. This one is going to be done differently today, as I'm now going to use my Sonic avatar, Tom the Hedgehog, to commentate. Here we go. So, about the video I'm going to be commentating on. My good buddy realmwarss has been doing a Flash series called Klonoa Dream Bullet. So far I think it's pretty decent, although it does have room for improvement, mainly the audio problems, because the music often drowns over the voice acting, so it's hard to hear what the characters are saying at times. I say you should try and balance it out better. Other than that, it's pretty good. However, a certain friend of realmwarss, SonicFan5200, had made a rant on it and what needed to be changed. Now, in all honesty, I thought he did okay. I mean, he did kind of take it too far, and some of his ideas for changing it probably wouldn't have helped it much, but he did bring up a few legit points, I will say. But when people tried to counter his arguments, he got all pissed off and made another video on it. So, let's watch, shall we?
Okay, I've had enough. This is to all those people who left negative comments on my last video.
Okay, the first thing which I gotta bring up is he's using Speakonia to make this rant. I know from his previous videos he says he's too lazy to use his actual voice, but for rants like these, Speakonia doesn't really work that well. Imagine what it'd be like if I did a commentary using Speakonia. In fact, let's try it out and see how it sounds.
Hey guys, this is Shadsoft11 here, and I am going to do a commentary on Game Dude's Kirby review. Let's watch!
Kirby sucks. Boy, does he ever suck. He sucks more than a vacuum. And that's why he's so awesome.
Oh ha ha ha. An unfunny and totally predictable joke there, Alex.
See? Doesn't sound all that good now, does it? For something like a sprite animation, Speakonia voices are fine, but when doing rants, it really doesn't get your point across any better. So, at least make some effort to use your real voice.
Obviously that last video wasn't as good as my others, but at least it's better than what I was ranting on.
Oh yeah, making a Speakonia rant with one picture on it, complaining about a series not having Sonic in it and having orchestrated music is definitely better than a full Flash animation with real voice acting and a proper storyline to it.
Not!
I mean seriously, why do so many people like Klonoa Dream Bullet?
Maybe because they enjoyed the storyline and thought the animation and fight scenes were very well done. I mean, it is pretty impressive looking, and it is only for the first episode, so I'm sure it will get better over time.
I mean the flaws with the series were so blatantly obvious. I don't understand why so many people get mad at me for just pointing the obvious out.
It was really more the way you were saying it and how your rants were a bit unfair at times. For example, you complained about the voice acting not being professional enough, and that he should get some more professional voice actors. Well, it's not as if any of us here are Gary Oldman. We do the best we can, and for what we are, I think some of the voices are pretty good. Like Perry McCall was good as X, and Titan Lighthog did a pretty decent job as Klonoa. And also how the animation is bad. I myself don't know what you were talking about with that, because I think it's really well done myself and looks very impressive. And besides, none of us were mad at you, we were just counter-arguing. You're the one getting mad about all this.
I mean you see people do it in commentaries all the time. I gave that video in a mature and professional manner, but it seems you guys can't be pleased unless everything is perfect.
It's not that at all, it's just us complaining about some of the things wrong with your video. You know, like what you were doing to realmwarss video. And if you really did do the video in a mature and professional manner, then this video is a huge step backwards. We simply point out the flaws in your arguments, and you backlash it. Yeah, that's a real mature way to handle this.
Not!
Seriously, Klonoa Dream Bullet is the most retarded thing ever. It's worse than Crazy Time 77's videos.
Whoa. I hope you're joking there. There's no way that series is worse than any of the lazy shit Crazy Time 77 makes. In fact, let's play clips from two videos. Here's a Crazy Time 77 video.
Daddy, I want a toy. Whoopee. It's a Genersis Force Me.
And here's a clip from Klonoa Dream Bullet. Now, which one is better? Judge for yourself. Now I know what you're thinking, you only focus on the animation. Well, it still does show realmwarss put much more effort into his videos than Jonathan ever does. And besides, I'd have never been capable of such impressive animation like that. But then again, I'm a paint animator and not a flash animator. And one more thing I must ask SonicFan5200, if his series is so crap, then what flash series have you made that's any better?
I am dead serious. Now to respond to certain users.
Yes, because calling out individuals and arguing with them is definitely the mature way to deal with this.
First one is Adam's Wii. You basically said Sonic is an overrated and overused character. Bullshit. Sonic deserves all the publicity he got.
Okay, I can see where Adam's Wii is coming from when he says Sonic is overused, because to be blunt, he is. I mean, think about it. How many Flash series have you seen on the internet with Sonic the Hedgehog in them? Way too many. So, realmwarss wanted his series to not have Sonic in because too many other series use him. There's nothing wrong with that.
He's done a lot more than other video games have done. I mean, compare that to how many Klonoa games there are.
Oh god, don't tell me you're judging the series based on how many games there are in it. How many games are in a series does not judge it as being better than another one. The important factor is the overall quality of the games themselves. Quality over quantity. Remember that.
Sonic is obviously better. Also, without him wanting to do something different. Well, then why does the AVGN do nothing but make video game reviews?
What?
Well, then why does the AVGN do nothing but make video game reviews?
If you're subscribed to the AVGN, then you'll know that he doesn't just do video game reviews. He does movie reviews, Board James, the You Know What's Bullshit series, Cinemassacre Monster Madness, etc. So, you're wrong. He does more than just video game reviews. Get your facts straight before trying to prove a point.
I don't believe this guy.
You see how stupid that is? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
But also, if something was used too much, it would eventually get stale. And besides, what's so wrong with using Klonoa instead of Sonic?
So obviously your points are completely flawed and retarded.
Again, with the insults. By the way you're saying it, you talk like you've just settled the matter, when your points were no better than his.
Now to Rocket Echidna. Boy, do I have a lot to say. He starts by saying nobody is happy. No shit. Why should I be happy about a series that is completely, utterly horrible?
What is so horrible about Klonoa Dream Bullet? So far, the only things you have said to make the series sound terrible is that there's no Sonic characters, and for that you actually compare it to the work of Crazy Times 77. If you'd have given more legit points, like in your first video, then fair enough. But for this video, you're not giving any valid reasons so far. You're just bitching to the people who found flaws in your arguments and getting all butthurt and defensive over it. Not a good sign, man. Not a good sign.
Also, you bring up that I bring up no positive points. Why should I? There is nothing positive about that shitty series and it should just burn in hell.
Apart from the impressive animation, the somewhat decent voice acting, and a good cast of characters which for once doesn't have Sonic in it.
Also about how you say people are always comparing stories to other stories. That argument was completely killed though, seeing as you used a shitty movie like Avatar for your argument. Next time try something better than S.
You need to shut the fuck up!
Thank you for that, Pendulette. Once again, SonicFan5200, insulting people does not get your point across any further. It just makes you sound immature and pathetic. And about your story argument, I must ask you to try and think of a story which doesn't copy anything that's already been done before. Ain't that easy?
Then you say how everyone uses Klonoa rips off Sonic. Well, of course he does. If he didn't, then why would he look so similar to him?
Can someone please tell me how Klonoa is a Sonic ripoff? Because I ain't seeing anything here. For that, you might as well say Crash Bandicoot is a Sonic ripoff, because that would make just as much sense.
Namco was busy looking for cheap bucks, so they got lazy and made Klonoa.
What a bunch of crap.
Have you even played any of the games in the Klonoa series? If so, then you'd know that they are charming and innovative platformers with deep and interesting storylines to them. Where are you getting all this Namco was being lazy and unoriginal nonsense from? Oh, that's right, from your
Ass!
What other reason was there to make him? Klonoa is just trying to steal Sonic's thunder.
No, you're thinking of Awesome Possum.
Then you say at least praise the guy for trying. Trying at what? Trying at making a very shitty series?
I'm sure Realm Wars never intended to make the series shitty, and besides, even if the series was bad, it was at least worth a shot. I mean, if you made something and it was considered bad by people, at least you'd know that for future reference. If you never made it at all, though, then you'd never know whether it would have been any good or not. So he at least tried it, and I praise Realm Wars for that. And Sonic Fan 5200, I must also ask, what makes a Flash series good to you?
Why would I want to praise someone for making a series which is unappealing to everyone who's watched it?
Oh, so everyone else who's watched it says it sucks. So can you name a few other people who think the same as you? That's what I thought. That's another thing I hate about these types of people, is they talk like they speak for a certain group of people. Bullshit, you only speak for yourself. And just because you don't like it doesn't mean everyone else has to think the same way as you. So I must insist not to make the same mistake a Knothole resident made.
It's a shitty series and anybody who thinks it's good is blind and stupid. Get that through your heads now!
He's an asshole.
Well said, Michael J. Fox. Sonic Fan 5200, if you think Klonoa Dream Bullet sucks, then cool. But you need to respect the opinions of the many others who happen to like it, including me.
Now for this comment which I was surprised who it was from. The Whoosy one is gay, snapped at me for calling Klonoa a nobody character.
Now, this is another reason as to why I object to you using Speakonia voices for ranting. Often, Speakonia mispronounces names if you just type them normally. Sometimes you have to type it differently for it to sound like it really is. You should play back the audio when making this video and then correct any mistakes like that. Continue.
Think about it for a second. Why does Klonoa only have 6 games?
The same can be said for why Dynamite Headdy has only 1 game. Many others alongside me agree that Klonoa is an underrated video game character. There is such a thing as those, you know. And again, number of games in a series is not what makes good video game characters.
Why does nobody know about him? If he was somebody he would be noticed more and people would be talking about him, but fortunately people don't know him and he is what he is. Completely nothing.
You do know that Klonoa has a fairly loyal fan base even to this day. Try saying to any one of the Klonoa fans that he's a nobody character and see how far you get. And again, just because not as many people know him doesn't automatically make him bad. Are you even familiar with the word underrated? So that's fail logic right there.
I don't get why you guys can't seem to understand my thoughts.
We understand your thoughts, but you just won't let us have ours.
They are my opinion and I would like it if it was respected as one.
Ah, he's using the opinion card. I just have one little problem with that. Let's replay one of my favourite parts again, shall we?
It's a shitty series and anybody who thinks it's good is blind and stupid.
And now let's play the two, one after the other.
They are my opinion and I would like it if it was respected as one. It's a shitty series and anybody who thinks it's good is blind and stupid.
Yeah, before you pulled out the opinion card, you forgot that respect is a two-way street. In order for your opinions to be respected, you have to respect others as well. But so far, your opinions are biased and no one else is allowed to think differently to you.
Instead you guys act like biased assholes just because realmwarss' name was brought up for that rant.
Now, we're not biased fanboys. We were just simply pointing out where you went wrong in your rant. If anything, you're the biased one.
Of course that's how fanboys are. Seriously, get it through your heads. He should be working on his old style of videos and nothing more.
And the problem I have with that argument is that it's only you who thinks that he should go back to his old style, and most of his fans like the Klonoa Dream Bullet series, so I'm afraid you're in a minority there, Sonic Fan 5200.
Even his commentaries are starting to get dry.
No offence, Realm, but I'm going to have to agree to him on that. Your last commentary, truth be told, bored me. None have been as good as Jonah vs. Coppercab in my opinion. Nowadays, when it comes to commentaries, I prefer Shadowstar 1224 and Transformers Fanco 217. Even GST's epic fail commentaries, because he can make them exciting and funny. Continue.
I mean, he doesn't insult people a lot like he used to. Him insulting people is what made his commentaries hilarious.
But the point of commentaries is not to be hilarious. I mean, if anything, you want your commentaries to be taken seriously. I know GST is funny in his, but that was never the intention of Realm Wars commentaries, to be hilarious.
Instead, he's toning it down and going for a more critical approach.
Isn't that the main purpose of commentaries, though?
Going soft on people isn't how you change them. What happened to your walls? Did they shrink back into the little vagina you had? Since when did the almighty Realm Wars become a pussy? That's what you are eating right now, big fat goddamn pussy.
Hey, pussies are better than assholes. Don't believe me? Watch Team America, because at the moment, you're being an asshole.
You don't clean up your act and you change for the worst. That is what you will be from now on. I am fed up with your changes and you seriously need to get a grip on reality for once in your pathetic life.
I love how you say Realm Wars' life is pathetic, yet here you are making a huge bitch fit over what? A Flash series which doesn't have Sonic in it and Realm Wars not insulting people in his commentaries. You're talking like you're so much better than he is when you're not.
Your actions are canon and chaos-worthy. Unfortunately, you're the kind of person terrorism would think of as an unbiological twin, since you're both insane in the head and can't think of anything but killing people. However, you deserve to be fired out of his canon for your very shitty series.
Good God, what is wrong with you? You're actually comparing terrorism to a Flash series without Sonic in it.
Get a life, get some friends, and stop being a complete douchebag.
Pot calling the kettle black much?
And your Klonoa Dream Bullet series, or just add Sonic in it and make it more gory.
Okay, not everything needs Sonic in it to be good. And why would there be gore in a Klonoa series? Seems more out of place than blood in a Kirby game to me.
After all, gore is what makes things epic. That's why God of War is so amazing and revolutionary.
There are more reasons besides gore as to why God of War is a critically acclaimed game. But again, I must insist, not everything needs gore in it to be epic. There's some times where it does, and others where it would just be out of place. Try to understand the difference there.
You make all this gore with Agent 1, so why not in your series? Seriously, get some common sense for once in your life and get your head out of your ass.
You need to shut the fuck up.
Sorry, but you forced me to use that again. Stop acting like you know what's best for Realm Wars videos, because truth be told, you don't.
The whole world doesn't revolve around Klonoa. Also, I saw that movie poster for the Klonoa Dream Bullet movie on your DeviantArt. It looks like shit.
You know, in order to prove your points, this would have been an opportune time to show the actual poster itself, because describing it in words can only explain so much. Actually seeing the poster is how to judge it best. And hey, after all, this is a criticism video, so you can use it under fair use, you know.
First of all, Klonoa looks too anime-ish and it doesn't look good. Also, Phone looks like a Fisher-Price toy. Speaking of which, why have you stopped paying attention to the Bone Cousins?
I find what you said didn't really make much sense. If Realm Wars had forgotten about Phone Bone, then why is he in the movie poster and the series?
You say the Bone graphic novel series is underrated, yet you seem to have forgotten them already.
Hey, many would argue that Klonoa is underrated as well.
I'm guessing your faggish Klonoa is too good, isn't he? Also, X looks like he belongs in Lucky Star, and what the hell is in the background? It can't be Mewtwo because he looks nothing like that. Also, I read the description and the movie sounds like shit. Again, where's Sonic?
Okay, if Sonic isn't even in the Flash series, then why should it surprise you that he isn't in the movie poster?
Why can't you just take simple advice from someone like me?
The problem with that is that Realm Wars has over 800 fans and subscribers. His videos aren't just made for you, you know. I mean, most of his fans like the Klonoa series as well as his other videos as well. And why should Realm Wars change everything he's doing just to suit your needs? Sonic Fan 5200, you're selfish.
Also, why are you making Mewtwo in an MO? Mewtwo doesn't deserve the MO treatment. Also, why are you making a movie now? You only have one episode up right now, so why start a fucking movie?
Hey, remember when I made a trailer for a Tom the Hedgehog movie? I hadn't even made Angelica Attacks then. Did Realm Wars ever say he was going to make the movie? I'm pretty sure that he, just like me, only made it for fun and to try and envision what it would actually be like as a movie.
Especially a shitty movie. Honestly, do any of your brain cells even work anymore? Seriously, Realm Wars, you're starting to piss me off. Get back to your roots and make things your fans want.
Again, you're not speaking for Realm Wars fans, you're only speaking for yourself.
I am sick to death of your complete arrogance. You're starting to remind me of Jonathan the Hedgehog, because you never listen to criticism. I am done here. Please listen to me this time and we won't have another problem like this.
Okay, so that's the end of the rant. So, about this rant, it wasn't very good. Granted, I thought his initial rant was decent, as he was a bit more mature about it, and had fair arguments. But with this video, he just lost the ball completely. He was being childish with his insults, he rarely brought up a fair point, and his opinions were biased. You complain about how people are getting pissed off at you, yet you're not exactly winning any moral high ground if you're stooping to their level. And you know, Realm Wars videos don't revolve around what you want. Realm Wars is not going to change his videos just because one fan isn't satisfied. That wouldn't be fair on all his other fans now, would it? Look, Sonic Fan 5200, we get that you don't like Klonoa Dream Bullet, but making these videos, calling people out and insulting them for simply counter-arguing is no better. And you make this such a big deal by treating it like a war and acting like you're the higher intelligence, and it really made you come off as an asshole. Are we bashing your opinions? No. Are we saying you have to like Klonoa Dream Bullet? No. But just try and see where we're coming from here. I hope this video has made you realise why people are bashing on this video, and how your points were unfair. Try and remember this for future reference so you don't end up like a knothole resident. Okay, so that's the end of the commentary. Thanks for watching. This is Shadsoft11 signing out.
It's official. You suck.